I know of a man who got very angry. He thought his wife was cutting corners because she was on the phone talking with someone, and he just got angry, snatched the phone from her, and somehow he allowed the thing to get overboard, threw her from their balcony. She landed, and that was the end of her life. And the work may not be physical work. It may just be walk away from there to what you like to do. Just in your case, is music. In my case, yes, it's loud music. Maybe by the time I'm playing the loud music, I'm upsetting somebody again.
Understand? Okay.
Do you understand?
No, you just
so
have
how
to
do you
calm yourself.
Calm yourself
First. Calm yourself first.
And we should be modest in everything that we do, because we know that anger too can get something positive out of you. Some people are just relaxed. You need to be angry with the state that you are, that state of redundancy and all that, to get things done. However, if it's not tending towards positivity, then you know that it's something else now. You need to deal with it.
Yeah, okay. So,
I'm also getting to become a clinical psychologist. Because you need to drive it home and let people know that.
Yeah, we need to let the ordinary man out there know.
Because you know what? In the area, like in the ghetto and all that, they say it is a bastard that sees anger and not gets angry.
Oh.
So that, like in Mushin, all those places. They say, you know, they even pride themselves in it.
Like,
yes, I'm supposed to get angry and all that. If I'm supposed to get angry and I refuse to get angry, you will take me for granted. So they give a go at it.
The ego thing.
Yes.
The ego thing that if I don't act
you might,
as I should, then somebody will ride on me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's not necessarily so. Because there are some people who don't act in aggressive or angry way, yet they get what they want, and they earn the respect that they should in the society.
And I think it's childish.
It's quite
childish. If you're mature, you should be able to marshal your points without even using hands. You know, like some people when they're angry, they go like that. I'm always like, okay, why can't we just talk? No, instead of raising your voice and things like that.
Level of exposure, level of maturity, you know, a lot of level of understanding. There are lots of things.
Not necessarily level of education. Because we find a lot of educated people
that
are just
grow in that environment. Do they tend to like pick up that?
Oh yes, definitely.
Exactly.
That's another thing.
The environmental
when they stay
influence.
in an environment where their dad is always or their mom is,
and they're always raising their voices at each other and all that. Then the child grows like that
and learn that I get everything I want by shouting, by
screaming,
by outdoing the other person,
throwing tantrums,
by fighting.
You know?
So I think this is a very important point to parents out there. You know, when you do certain things, you remember that you have little ones who are observing, who are learning, you know, who you are like a model to, and they want to take after you. They see that you get everything. And how do you do it? You get mommy, get the kitchen and everything ready by screaming at her, and they believe that's the way it should be done. And they grow to become adults who are quite aggressive. And that is not what you want for your kids or for this, what we want for the society. So I think we should learn how to relate in more mature, you know, and pleasant way, other than expressing rage or anger or aggression. Yeah.
When that child, when that child is throwing that tantrum, is there? Can you tell them, the parents out there, the basic things that need to be done? Because there's this program I watch, Super Nanny. I don't know if you know. You really see kids going into a fit of anger. And their parents can't deal with it.
Can't do anything, especially over there now, where they'll call the social.
And so what do they, what's the basic thing to do at that moment?
One is the safety of the child.
Okay.
When kids throw tantrums, they come in different forms. Some bang their heads. Some kick everything around them. Some jump up and down and all that. So the safety of the kid is very important. as a parent or a carer will observe what really makes this child. Sometimes
so we still go back to identifying what
yes,
the problem is.
sometimes that anger may not have any obvious trigger, you know, and we know also that children that throw tantrum as very tender kids, sometimes it could be underlying neurological issues. So you can actually go and seek the help of experts. Yes, if you have a child who
especially
throws
this
such
way
things.
where they don't want to hear about I don't want to take my child to neuro whatever.
No, there are so many places you can go. You see, it is better. Yeah,
it's better to nip it in the bud.
It's good for us there to hear this.
That's why I talked about
there are so many parents that cover up their kids and their little issues at home, and when they become so bad, that's when they come out, and by then it will be too late.
It's overgrown on them.
A lot of mental health issues with children can actually be helped if these kids are picked early and helped and assisted and treated. So, but if you keep hiding them in the house until situation push you out, then you may not really achieve the goal you want to, or the full recovery. So I want to plead that if you observe any unusual behavior in your kids,
no matter how little the kid is,
if you don't want to go to a psychiatric hospital, you can go to some private ones. You know, you can go to a hospital. You can complain because you don't really know. Sometimes what we see when they are very tender will be something that will harm them when they grow, if they are not well dealt with. So let us be more careful and feel free to seek help. You know, it's better to deal with an issue than to cover it, only to meet it at a larger, you know, proportion in future. Yes.
When it would be more shameful.
Yes,
at that
when it
time,
would have been,
you know,
a disaster.
Because just like maybe a kid is, you know, like maybe convulsing a little bit and all that as a kid, now it's not dealt with. And as an adult now, maybe he goes to work, sitting on his desk, and now MD, and now he goes into epileptic fits and things like that, and that's more shameful, or even more worse things.
Something worse.
Maybe driving and the thing hits him or whatever, had an accident or something, you know. So it's always good to nip it in the bud.
Yes, that's right.
Let's even say that your boss gets you angry, and you know you need that job. But the boss, is it possible for your boss to get you angry? And if it's possible, what do you do?
It happens. It's not whether it's possible or not. It's
happens.
just like day and night.
Yes.
Many
so what do you
people-
do? How do you deal with that trigger?
Well,
Do you leave the job?
now you know that you need your job to survive. You have responsibilities. That job, is
providing
what
something.
keeps food on your table and your family. So when you think about all those ones, you endure. You endure. You can talk to people
so that means it's possible to endure those triggers.
Of course you
But
can. That is where you
self-control.
You change the way
yourself.
you think. Okay, there is what we call automatic negative thoughts. These thoughts come. For instance, you have a boss who has been very unfair or nasty to you. As soon as you see the boss, whether he has done something wrong or not, it's like
Those things come.
he has come again. You know, who knows what he will do now?
This time.
You already kind of fashioned your mind that nothing good will come from this person. You have negative thoughts about this person. Okay, so you can actually start to think of some positives, some good things about this person that can make you to feel better.
So that means you have to begin to picture.
You work on yourself.
Work on yourself to begin to see good.
Yes.
Just like this glass now. If I take the water off and it's this way, you can choose to see it half full
or half empty.
So begin to look at something positive in that negative person.
Exactly. Exactly. Even if the person yells at you all the time, you can actually interpret that yelling to mean, well, that's the best way he knows to correct me. You know, and maybe the corrections are working. You know, you need to work on yourself as an individual.
So at the end of the day,
ease off.
The angry person is the one that needs, or the
other person, not the angry person. We are talking about the other person.
No, it's the person that is angry now that needs to deal, because you can't deal with the other. I can't come and control you. I can't change you.
But I can change about you.
So even though I can't change that boss that is nasty and all that to me, I can change my
the way I
perspective.
feel
about that boss. But it still doesn't stop.
It doesn't change the boss.
It doesn't change.
It does not change the boss. But now I'm just seeing it in a moment, the way I want to see it. I'm helping myself.
Yes.
For instance, okay, I was
to deal with it.
Yes, I was talking about something. There are things I picture and I rehearse them ahead of time. At times, I even rehearse bad things. What if this bad stuff happens? How will I deal with this? Is that a good way of helping oneself? Like, for instance, what can this person do to me that will make me just flip? Then before I get to that place, I look at, okay, that's the worst thing that can happen.
It's like working on yourself cognitively.
Find your own, because for instance, I always want to make myself
that means we are talking about this is another way to deal with
the issue.
Of course, the most important person here is the person who feels the anger and feels very uncomfortable with it. I want to deal with it.
Don't try to change the other person. Change from here first.
And then it could reflect.
It could reflect in the relationship or even in the other. Because we've seen situations where, because somebody would have been nasty and all that to you, but because you are not reacting to them, they're like, what's my problem now? I've tried to upset her or upset him. She's not even going in that direction. Okay, then, you can't beat them, so you join them, like in that case.
The person relaxes, it happens like
that. So I think in dealing with anger, we need to lay down our ego, because in lots of times, because I want to answer back, let me give it to her, let me give it to him. He needs to know that I'm not dumb, I'm not a dunce, or I'm not stupid.
I was at a conference last week, and one of the presentations made there was on mindset. What is in your mind? What do you put there? How does it affect the way you feel and the way you behave? Okay, because there is always a triangle, so the way you think affects the way you feel as well as the way you behave. In your mind, you already feel that this person is just trying to get me upset every time. He doesn't like me to be happy. Okay, it's bound to affect the way you feel about that person and the way you're going to
and no matter what that person does, it's that mindset that will always come to play.
Yeah, so it's one of the basic things about each individual, our mindset, about given situations, given persons, or events. Okay, the mindset determines what you see people do. Okay, it's, for instance, if like the boss we're talking about, I already made up my mind. In my mindset, this boss does not like me. It's not fair to me. He's a slave master. He wants me to deliver even at my own detriment. So that has occupied my thoughts.
My mind.
And the way I feel about it is, this is very inconsiderate person. And it's going to make me to relate to him or her in the same way. I will only do things that put me out of trouble. It's not going to make me to do anything out of the way.
You're not going to be creative.
I will just do things.
You will just do things well. I don't want this guy.
I don't want problems. Let me do what I have to do, and
that's where you're diminishing, because you're not bringing your full self to form.
Exactly. So the issue of mindset comes into when it comes to anger, I want to emphasize that the individual who suffers the anger has to work on himself. Don't ever imagine that, everybody has to change so that
a lot of the times that's what we want. We want the other people to change.
It will not work.
Because we don't think that we are the ones with the problem.
Because if that person comes out of that environment with those other people, will he go to another environment and expect those other people to change too?
Okay,
so it's not something that he has to do.
So don't expect change from someone else.
Be the change you want to see. There's a saying like that, you should be the change you want to see. So that way you will be able to handle.
And even if you are changing and you have changed another and the other person is not changing, don't bother about that. Mind your own business at this time.
The bottom line is that you want to be at peace with yourself. You want to be at peace with people around you, with your environment. And you can't be at peace with everyone if you are angered by things that go on.
Yes.
So you must learn to have positive thoughts or positive mindset about things around you.
Positive outlook on life too.
Yeah, you look at the good side of
yes,
things.
Yes, life is good. Just know it. And don't keep hurt in your heart.
Yes.
You know, some people say they have diaries. They keep it saying, this is the, in fact, I can't take it anymore. They've been writing, they've been recording the runs.
Yeah.
Now,
don't record runs.
Write it down even in their head.
In their heads, yeah.
Now, in anger
because
management,
if you continue to have that,
yes, one of the things you do, you write. That's journaling. You write down what upsets you. But the essence of doing that is so that you can deal with it, and so that next time you look at it, it doesn't upset you anymore.
Okay.
You have come to terms with it.
Okay, so that's one of the ways you can help yourself.
Yes, you can keep a journal, and then later you examine what is it about this issue. For example, I'll give you a very common thing that occurs.
Okay.
All right. It says each time he's smiling, he's walking and smiling. What is amusing him? Are you upset with that? That is not professional. For instance, what is wrong with the smile? What is the issue with that smile that makes you upset? You find out that the person will not find any answer.
There's no
So
answer.
by the time you drive to the root of what is making you feel the way you feel, you don't find anything. Why am I even,
I've been stupid, really.
So you see, so it's
what I actually meant about that is, for instance, Ngozi upsets me or offends me.
You will notice.
And I notice. She has done it again.
I know.
I've been telling her. That's what people do.
Yeah, people
not
do
some
it.
people. A lot of people do it. Even in the office environment, you find out, okay, she's been doing it. She has been doing. Then one day I said, no, I'm going to give her today. I think if we don't bottle those things, just let things go as they come. Let them go as they come. So you are not harboring anything.
Yeah, exactly. There is assertiveness. Being able to express yourself without holding bitterness or hurting the other person while you are expressing it. Some people go into depression when they harbor so much pain.
It's just a natural thing that will happen.
We encourage ventilation. You discuss it. You talk about it.
I like that.
Okay?
And everybody likes ventilation.
Yeah, you
like
talk about
breeze.
it.
We don't want
Nobody,
when you air your views, no wonder air.
That's ventilation.
When you air your views.
Yeah, so when somebody upsets you, if you have to, maybe a quick management of anger, somebody upsets you, you know that in your anger, you may not be able to deal with the situation rationally. Because one thing that anger does is that it makes you to become irrational. Yes. You do things before you think.
Hear things.
And you know that when you act before you think, you are bound to make mistakes. You are supposed to think before you act. That makes you a rational being. So when you're angry, you can excuse yourself to calm down. By the time you calm down, you don't ever think that when that is gone, it is gone. If it really got you upset, whatever it was, come back to it when you are calm. Deal with it.
Because what you don't deal with it is coming back to deal with it.
Come back to you. So if you deal with it, that makes you free, and that makes you to feel better.
Well ventilated.
And it could prevent such from reoccurring. Okay, so you save yourself all the stress.
All the hassle.
But if you have to bottle up, you can one day explode like a volcano, and that would be very terrible. Okay, so it's better to discuss, express, ventilate, do whatever, and feel good with yourself.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are our thoughts on today's topic. A level of maturity is tested when there is a need to deal with an anger situation. As an adult, you are in some way a model to the younger ones. Always mind what you do. Never feel shy to seek help. Remember, a stitch in time saves 9. The mind is a treasure box. What do you keep in it? Take charge. Think positive. Dealing with issues before they arise is a good way to deal with anger. Be the change you want to see should not just be a cliche. You should constantly practice it. Don't keep grudges. Discuss issues that really upset you after you have calmed down. Please take this to heart.